Hi everyone! Welcome to Maddie's Storytime, Episode 1. The MeeGo event has ended. Today, I would like to walk through the whole event with you. As we can see, it started with a new type of mutated infected appearing around the world. These new infected were lit by a blue fluorescence. At the same time, Wallace, head of GigaCorp Security, sent out a letter. Following the hints in the letter, we found a number of videos. One showed cruel human experiments being conducted by GigaCorp. Another one was simply Wallace's plea for help to save his daughter Chloe. The first human experimentation video whipped people into a fury. They all began to condemn GigaCorp. Later, GigaCorp claimed that the human experiments were conducted to develop Malu, an antidote that could cure the infected. It also took the opportunity to call for factional cooperation to allow for the mass production of Malu. However, the doctor's research doesn't support GigaCorp's claims. Both the giant beasts and the blue infected had been injected with antidote. This truth, however, had been elaborately covered up. To reveal the truth, Becca infiltrated the research lab of GigaCorp and discovered that the antidote had a huge side effect. It could vastly increase a creature's size. Those giant beasts were themselves the product of the antidote. More and more information indicated that GigaCorp's evil doing went further than that. It would seem that Dr. Ripley had developed Malu just to create a supremely intelligent creature modeled on his own mind, MeeGo. Does GigaCorp's evil know no end? What Wallace said is true. He disclosed so many secrets of GigaCorp that he was imprisoned long ago. The truth has been brought into the light of day. It was urgently necessary to stop Dr. Ripley and foil the GigaCorp's conspiracy. All the factions united and prepared to work together to destroy all the Malu and demolish the pharmaceutical bases. The villain Ripley released a large number of MeeGo and took advantage of the chaos to escape. After storming the pharmaceutical base, we found that GigaCorp had actually been breeding cloned variants of Wallace. Why must GigaCorp always engage in such abominations? We also found Wallace, who had been locked in the base, and he was finally reunited with his daughter Chloe. Truly a touching scene. However, one can never predict fate itself. MeeGo beasts caused a large number of casualties. In order to cover the retreat of his daughter and the alleys, Wallace detonated an explosion in the pharmaceutical base. Wallace, his own cloned mutants, and the countless MeeGo beasts all came to a sudden end. This is the end of the MeeGo event, but not the end of our story. Dr. Ripley, who escaped the Inferno, may have a new plan. The corporate giant GigaCorp, which still hangs over everyone like a dark cloud, is still secretly studying those forbidden subjects. It can't be denied that the infected are terrifying, but sometimes what is even more terrifying is humanity itself. Keep your integrity and stay vigilant.
State of survival.